Okay, seems about good enough time for a little update on game development. The last few days have been all about creating this dynamically generated voxel world, and I've started implementing some trees, some foliage, and some rocks. Fairly basic as far as landscaping goes. Actually, a lot of the time has gone into the wind, the directional wind. So you can't see it right now because the wind is pretty gentle, so I'll restart the instance here in a second. But these winds now sway in the direction that the wind is blowing. Actually, I can spawn a tumbleweed here, just on top of my head. A random tumbleweed sometimes falls down. And right now the wind direction is pointing 180 degrees, which happens to be this direction. It's a fairly gentle wind. It's only a wind intensity of 2, which is just about as gentle as it gets. The grass and well, tall grass and short grass also now blows in the direction of the wind with the intensity of the wind. And the world itself has been dynamically generated from the voxel plugin. I haven't perfected the look of it yet. It's just some basic stuff so far. I've got a nice auto landscape feature going, which specifies how high, what sort of heights are required to create, to graduate, let's say, from grass terrain to rocky terrain. There's actually a snow layer, but I don't think I have mountains high enough yet. And there's a fairly rudimentary beach layer as well. The beach actually isn't really quite, well, it's not even close to right yet. I haven't spent any time on it yet, but you can see there is a sand layer down there. The trees are set to spawn on certain types of terrain. The terrain type has to be of a certain flatness, otherwise it assumes that it's not really a place where the trees would grow, for example, out of the rock. The rocks, however, the boulders and stuff can kind of spawn anywhere. That might change. I might not have them quite as close to the shore. They look kind of funny there. But yeah, fairly rudimentary as far as like perfecting the environment goes, but a lot of the nature effects are kind of coming together. I got some speed trees here that are looking quite nice. Actually, that's not quite right. That's not good. That's not supposed to do that. It looks like a part of it isn't quite bending with the wind, so I'll have to fix that up. Let's see what else is wrong. Yeah, so the big oak trees have a little fix required. But yeah, that's a pretty good example of how the current state of the game. I'm starting to like the look of it. Let's see if we can jump out and generate a stormier environment. Let's see, what's the wind at here? Wind intensity 2. Nope, let's jump back in and see what we get. Wind intensity 3. Nope. Jump in again. Wind intensity 3 again. Kind of have it set to randomly generate weather. Oh well. Maybe we're not going to get a nice high wind intensity. I guess I could turn it up myself. That's alright. That's what I'll do. So wind intensity, let's put it up to 7. Actually, I don't know if this overriding, this probably won't override anymore. Oh yes, okay, so I just have to actually ungenerate the random weather, and now I should get the full strength weather. And now you should see, well, it's not a very full strength, but you can see that the trees get quite a bit more sway in the current weather. Let's see if we can crank that up even more. Let's make that even more noticeable. Wind intensity, let's try 9, something strong. There we go. Now we've got some pretty good bend in those trees. Let's see, can we go any higher? I don't know. 12? I think there might be, I might have it clamped to a certain maximum parameter. No, there we go. Yeah, now they've got some real sway going on. Now we're looking at a gale force wind. Or something like that. At a certain amount of directional sway, the animation starts to look a little bit funky, so probably a strength 8 is about as high as I'm going to let it go, but Yeah, even still, that kind of looks like a hurricane wind. That looks still pretty good. Anyway, that is it. That is the show for today.